This is game 1 of DeadlyKittens versus WTFCannons. Here we go. Let's pull out the hands. Cool. Looks like the opening game we're going to see DeadlyKitten play the Invisible Druid. Quick mulligans there, but it looks like it's a pretty standard shaman coming out from cannons. Walk me through this one. Give me your professional opinion, Psycho. Give us the run in.
I'm looking at the shaman's hand at the moment. Oh, it's got Dr. Boom in there. That's going to take a while to get out, but it's good to actually have it, I guess. He's got a lightning storm, which will help him out if he gets swamped by the invisible.
Oh, it's not invisible anymore. It's just like a deadly mulligan really quick. But I mean, we do see straight away that DeadlyKitten is playing double combo. I know they used to regard kind of Shaman's main problem is not having his self-healing. How do you feel like antique heal bots really changed Shaman? Has it done enough, or are we still just going to see a bit of a rickroll here?
The antique heal bots is something that I've seen on a regular basis. I've been going. It's just like almost a common card for me half the time when I see it. When it comes to a shaman deck, I haven't actually seen many shamans when I've been playing in the tournament rounds.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, that's right. We did all have aside from your game, I think yeah, we were the only people casting the shaman. It was actually cannons. Was that the cannons or kitten went a 3-0 with their shaman? So.
Which I find quite strange. The shaman's got a lot of powerful cards in there, so I was quite surprised there's not that many shamans that I've seen. Well,
I mean, one of the biggest things holding shamans back at the moment is yeah, they got Crackle. Crackle's great, but they didn't really get anything else from GVG. Maybe they benefited from things like Enhanso and stuff, but I mean, they didn't get any more an advantage than any other class. Whereas I guess you can say the same about Druid, but I mean, they got Recycle and Snake Lord, who's actually pretty rad. I've been messing around with him, and he's pretty good. But it's just one of the classes. Like, I mean, Shaman was definitely seen kind of priest tier a couple of seasons ago, but while Handlock was being experimented with, it was a pretty good answer. It's weird that we haven't seen him play any minions. I guess he was probably looking for his wild growth a little bit earlier. This is the Druid. So I don't really agree with that one. Well, how would you have felt about going a Druid with Claw on curve?
Sorry, I'm still just trying to get. It was. I'm just still trying to get my head around about what they've actually got going at the moment. I apologize.
Yeah, I like these. Can I just keep doing it while you're thinking? Maybe it'll help.
Oh, absolutely. All right, now you're over again.
Sorry. We did see the crackle come out. So
yeah.
There you go. Crackle's an amazing card. Like, wow, that's a strong card. But you know, and it's only got what, 1 overload or something stupid. Yeah, holy crap. 3 to 7, 3 to 6, and 1 overload. That's like pretty much eviscerate for Freezy Doodles.
Oh, that's a good pickup there, getting the Windlord.
I guess.
He seems to be quite on top of things at the moment. He's just been doing it with just the 2 cards there, essentially.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that last play. Like, I mean, I would have thought it'd be preferable to get the Druid the Claw out on curve, and then that way, worst comes to worst, coming into this turn, you're looking at the Azure Drake. Although he might have been scared of the Crackle. The fear of Crackle is real. He's like
It is actually, yeah.
I can't say. It's like you said. You know, you haven't been seeing a lot of shamans, so it's hard to really, as a player, to know what to play around, so to speak. Like you're not really thinking in power cards so much. Obviously, there's the Fire Elemental, which we haven't seen, and Alec here, and Dr. Boom's, you know, in everything, but
I think he's gone for the defense here to try and kill off those 2 things that has been eating at his health. And unfortunately, he didn't realize that particular type of card was going to come out. It's a bit of a gamble. He's probably going to play. I reckon he's going to play the that one, Ancient War.
That would have been GG if we'd seen something like I keep saying Bloodlust, but you know, an Earthshock here is pretty bad, or even the Hex.
Saw the frog coming out straight away.
Do you Lightning Storm to get in 2 damage? No, he wouldn't Lightning Storm for that.
Nah. Yeah. He's got command at the moment, and he knows he's got the troops on the board. Yeah, and he's picked up some really good cards to sort of keep him going. So he's got command of this particular battlefield, so I don't expect it to be anything special from here on in. I mean, he's got a lot of cards in the Druid's hand, but he's not getting his ability to actually, swamp the field and then just generate the heaps of damage from the Savage Roar. So he's going to struggle a little bit with that particular hand.
See, I would have liked to see I mean, I guess it's weak to Lightning Storm, but I would like to see BGH at least come out there, and then next turn he's gonna have to combo or he's dead. Combo would have cleared really nicely, particularly if he gets the if we see Cannons play the Azure Drake. Although we may just see him Doctor. Can he Doctor Boom? No, he can't. He only gets one Boom Bot. Oh no, he just attacks in with a 1/1 easy. But still, I don't know whether I super agree with the armor there.
Yeah, getting out the Sludge Belcher for the Druid was handy because the Shaman hasn't anything to counter it at this present moment in time. Gives him a little bit of breathing room for its whole turn because he's only going to be able to basically bring something out or waste a Lightning Storm to get rid of it. But at this present moment in time, when he's only got that 1/1 there, it's not worth it.
Bit of a weak board now from Cannons. Like I know we were saying, it's looking pretty scary for the Druid, but Savage or Force of Nature is going to do a lot of work because he can clear the boom. He can clear the full board.
Yeah, he's going to bring out that, which is going to get rid of Dr. Boom.
I think
Real question is that it's a lot of cost, and he's not quite sure what else he can do beyond that because
Sylvanas, I mean, even just his Force of Nature still does a bit of work. It's got to be a Force of Nature turn. Like it's like when you're playing against Paladin, you can fadoodle around all you want, but board control is king. So
yeah, I do agree on that. Yeah.
Oh, that was a risk. That was risky. Yeah, I think he's doing this the wrong order. He is really rolling the dice on these ones.
If he gets lucky, which he hasn't, that's a lot of damage to him himself.
Jeez.
He's definitely going to be jumping out the Big Game Hunter. He has to. Yeah.
Oh, regardless, but I mean, he took 7 at face then. That's pretty much the same as Dr. Boom getting an attack anyway. So Alec here plus... we're probably just going to see Azure Drake here, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I reckon the Windlord's going to come out now. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
People have this thing where it's like, oh my god, I have the legend in my hand. It has to be played.
Yeah,
it's irrelevant if it's the right hand, right play, or anything like that. It's just like, this is an awesome legend. I want to bring it out.
I guess you're a bit worried about the Druid pulling an Ancient of War or another Ancient of War, or there's a lot of stuff that could have really swung it, but Alakis just wasn't. I think it was just better off just going Azure Drake. It's just threatening. There's no rush on the Druid. Like if he plays the NT bot, you're still going to get an Alakir out next turn. And then you can Lightning Storm whatever comes out here. Whereas
at the same time, the Shaman has a lot of free roam here. He's got command. He's got a lot of hit points. The other guy's on his back foot. He's got room to actually play some cards. He's probably wants to play as opposed to need.
No, it's not. Actually, no, it is because he can do it, and then he needs to roll high on the Lightning Storm, and then it's game. Because it'll yeah, because he's got 10 off. Oh no, he can just attack once, and then that's game. Doesn't matter. Well played to Cannons, taking out game 1 here.
Yeah.
Well, GG. So that looks like so yeah, I mean we're ragging on the Shaman here, but it did take out DeadlyKitten's Druid. I mean, people often talk about Druid being just a good all-round class, but it's not often we see it lose to a Shaman. So well played to our Cannons, and well played across to DeadlyKittens.
Just give me a moment. My screen's frozen up, so everything's just gone blank on me.
Yeah, no rush. I'm still waiting for the players to get in a game. While you're doing that, I'll just do the shoutouts for what do we got? For DeadlyKitten says, "Hi, mom." Yeah, hey, DeadlyKitten's mom. If you're looking to follow, hey, DeadlyKitten's mom. If you're looking to follow a mad Twitch channel, you should totally follow our Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Tropicality, although you'd already know that because the only way you're hearing this is off of that. And shout out to WTFCannons. Oh, these are hard to pronounce. Shout out to Mr. Kalayuri for being my ever faithful senpai and coach. So real Sunder Cannons here. Solid stuff, senpai. Alright, looks like, again, we're going to see DeadlyKitten's, what I can only assume to be a mech mage. Although you wouldn't know it if we didn't have the mech warper, so shows how finger on the pulse I am. We did see game 1 go to Cannons with this very Shaman with this very Alakir. What a coincidence! Golly gee, probably most likely we're going to see him coin out the mech warper here. Tell me what your opinion on Psycho. What's your opinion on Tinkertown Technician versus Spider Tank?
The Spider Tank is cheap for its stats that it gives you, but it doesn't really have anything else beyond that.
Well, I mean, I'll talk in terms of like because I mean, a Tinkertown is strictly worse without another mech, whereas it's like moderately. Well, actually, it's way better with a mech. I don't know. I've been stuffing around with both of them in you know, my slutty mech decks, and it always feels like I'm always asking myself like, why am I playing the Spider Tank? It's
depends on what you're going for, because there's a lot of, especially in the mage deck, if you've got the mage that does all that damage, which I can't remember the name of.
The hoo-ha, yeah, the hoo-ha.
Yeah. So having the Tinkertown Technician is a card that, and it looks like he's got it at this present moment of time, because he's got the Mechanical Yeti, but that's the only mech he's got in his hand at the moment.
That's what I mean.
They keep getting killed off as he's trying to put him down. He's not going to be able to do the maximum amount of damage he could possibly do with the mages.
A bit of a gamble with the although I guess you didn't really have a better play. You maybe would have liked to totem to get a bit better board, but still, I mean, how's a mage gonna buff an unbound elemental unless the unstable portals for like Neptulon or something?
It's one of those cards though that just sits there and just does the little bits of damage because everyone ignores it.
Oh, I mean, I personally am terrified of those things. I'm probably gonna see a Crackle come out. I'd imagine he might roll for the Crackle. Oh, he gets it. So, okay, choosing to go for the Yeti here. Maybe looking to pull a really good spare part. I think there's a case. No, he didn't get it. But if you got a callback there, are you ever thinking about calling back the spell power totem? It is like a 1-cost spell damage +1.
Yeah, sometimes. I don't play shamans all that much at this present moment in time. I've got a couple of focus decks that I'm focusing on just for the the gold mage and the gold whatever it is I'm trying to get for. So I don't play shaman all that much.
I play I got a European account that I'm strictly playing shaman on. The idea being if I just pour all my stuff into one class that I'll have a decent deck. And it's been pretty fun. But yeah, I really noticed, particularly if you don't have all the legendaries, spell damage is absolutely terrifying in shaman. Like if you have spell damage, I mean, stuff's gonna get turned, so to speak. Most likely we're gonna see double whirling blades, maybe to take out the. Alright, instead choosing to freeze, I guess looking to ping it over the next turn.
Yeah, we can just exactly ping it out.
I mean, you would be pretty scared of a Doomhammer coming out from the shaman. We have
lucky here.
Yeah, he's probably looking for that Spiral Spirits or maybe even something to combo with the Alakir. Although we could just see him Defender of Argus and then freeze the Tinkertown. Or even Earthshock. Earthshock the well, actually no, he can Earthshock the Snow Chugger. He's got two power here. He could Earthshock Crackle and.
Yeah, but Earthshocking the Chugger is just basically going to stop it from freezing. That's all it's really going to do. But if you Earthshock the Tinkertown, he reduces its damage output and ability to die. And whoa, yeah, the Cogmasters.
Well, the thing is, if you kill the Chugger, you don't really care about the
good point. Yeah, good point.
Although, of course, how's he to know that there's double whirling blades? Is it just me? That should be plus. Shouldn't that be plus? Yeah, it was showing up as +2.
Yeah.
I'm just like. That's a pretty strong turn from the shaman.
It is actually, yeah.
This is something. I don't know how you have been beating Mech Major. Personally, I've noticed it does things like this happen where they're holding that fireball, and if you're not really on the money with what's in a mage's hand, you can totally forget that they might just be seriously 4 spare parts and then a Sylvanas. And if in that case, pretty much as any class with a board like this, you're in command, as you'd say. It's been a really handy trick for me playing things like Priest and my own Paladin. So
the thing I found, because I'm very big on the mage, I like doing the mage deck, but it's a very hard deck. Because with the fireballs, you've only got 2 in the deck.
Are we calling Mech Mage a hard deck to play?
No, mages in general.
Okay.
Well,
there's bots for Mech Mage.
Combos, yeah. The bots are pretty good these days. But anyway,
they are.
when it comes to the fireballs, once they're gone, they're generally gone, and they're because of their sheer amount of damage they do. I find generally, not all the time, I generally find that they're held right to the end. So you whittle them down as much as you can, and then you just chuck out the 2 fireballs if you can, which is 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky and get a couple of extra pluses into it, that can just win you the game if you're behind the defensive, especially because you're getting hammered a little bit. And those 2 fireballs can jump out on turn 8 if you've got them both, if you're lucky, and you can win the game. But
I don't mean
to have the fireball now.
I don't know if you've been following competitive, but we've seen a lot of players actually totally cull the fireballs just for the reasoning that they might rather have, honestly, a polymorph or another flame strike. Or we have seen Death Lords be making a rather big appearance in Mage. So I don't know. This is another interesting card there. Okay, your opinion: Piloted Sky Golem versus Can. What do you play?
I'd probably go. Depends on the type of deck that I want to go, because if I go the Piloted Sky Golems and all of those ones that give you extra ones after they've died with the Death Rattles, because I have a particular deck where I just do all of the copy minions and just keep producing more. So the idea is that, because yeah, you're right, creature control on the board is very important, but if you can just keep outputting the creatures more than you actually have cards in your deck, physically buy cards like that just give you another one when they die. And if you just keep copying this and keep adding more, and they're just got to keep trying to kill and kill and kill and kill. And unless they've got the
Flame
AoEs,
Strike. This mage is praying for Flame Strike, although we won't be able to do it. We could see Piloted Sky Golem into Pray to RNGesus, Blast Mage taking out one of the wolves, and then something. Oh man, this doesn't feel good.
It's not good. It's
is that
you only got a lot of little creatures.
No. I keep saying this. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's alright. I was saying he's just only got a lot of little creatures at the moment, but his defensive line is quite big, so it's going to be hard for the mates to actually try and get through it all.
I mean, I bet the shamans. I'd probably be hexing that Sky Golem. I've found particularly just getting the silence out on just the shredders is pretty big, and obviously Schneeds you want to blow like a Pyroblast on. But when it comes to like you're saying, minions that keep producing more minions, particularly where it's like you don't even have to pay the mana cost for them. I really feel like silencing is often the way to go for those. So we'll see what he does. Obviously out of mana to hex, so
yeah.
But a pretty good trade in the low theft, or he might just look to go for the spell power totem here. Oh dear. Because I mean, if Cannons has been paying attention, as soon as the snow tracker comes down, then he knows that it's just spare parts. And I mean, if he plays those spare parts now, then
no, I wouldn't put the whirling blades on if I was him, because you just want to try and kill things off at this stage. Doing that extra +1 attack's not really going to help you.
It might do alright if it comes down to something like the Defender of Argus attacking him, but I don't know why he'd do that. A lot of taunts in Cannon's Shaman deck. Just to briefly mention that, like, what's that? He plays double Feral. He's got the heal and the Annoyatrons, the Alkir. Did we see Ascension come out earlier in a Sludge Belcher? Double Defender of Argus at any rate. That's a lot of taunts.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
That's alright, gonna see the Mirror Entity come out here. Maybe you'll get an Annoyatron and be happy with that. We'll see how that goes. He might get an anti heal bot. He'd love to get a Rag. He would love a Rag. Rag hits face, then switch to Kitten's turn. Kitten's Rag kills the enemy Rag, and then back in the game. But I don't feel good being the mage player in this position.
Nah, it's not good.
We are in game 2, guys. We did see Cannons, this very shaman, take out DeadlyKitten's Druid in actually a pretty quick game. Now that we mention it. Yeah, see what I mean? Just like Spider Tank. Like, yeah, it's good value and it's got great synergy with the Mech Warper, but late in the game it just feels horrible. You'd rather have like a zombie chow or literally anything. Jeez. Oh man, double lightning storm. He could just go. He might just go one. He could go one clear. Yeah, this is
interesting to see the shaman going though. It's going quite well, the shaman deck.
Yeah, I'd say so. Maybe we would have liked to see a Hex come out. Often I found myself, particularly early on, playing things like Shaman and Mage. If I get a poly early and I can use it, I really like to get out a lot earlier. But even now, like, you're not super worried about the big stuff coming out if you're playing in a Flame Strike pretty handily. But does Mech Mage play 2 Flame Strike? Is that a thing?
Oh, I usually find that sometimes you get stuck in a bind and you got to do the Flame Strike earlier than you wanted to. And then you find that you're playing against a particular deck that actually just keeps going, great, you've cleared the page, I'm going to just keep putting more down, and you need that second Flame Strike sometimes. In this case, he'd probably want a couple of Flame Strikes.
Oh, he's praying. He is praying to the gods of Flame Strike.
He doesn't have any card draw at the moment, so he's really just top decking at this present moment in time to try and save himself.
That's interesting. So we've really seen particularly Shamans often have this problem where they just kind of let the top ducking begin, and that is one of the reasons you just don't see it anymore in that, like, particularly things like the last couple of draws, you know, the Azure Drake, the Hornet Creeper, the Lightning Storms, like, they're just
oh man,
plays.
that's handy polymorph to get rid of the 4/4, but that's not really helpful in the long run.
Yeah, I guess you can't. You just gotta be playing to minimize damage and really hopefully Flame Strike. Although again, we haven't. I don't think I've seen it come out of because we didn't get to see DeadlyKitten's deck when they played in the opening round. So
yeah, I haven't had a chance to see it either. So yeah, I haven't seen it so far. And what have we got? We got 11 cards left. Theoretically, if he's got one by now, we should have had it.
Well, we had to. We would have had a good chance. Although part of the shed is alright. Again, you know, Hornet Creeper, not the most threatening card damage-wise, so we'll see how that works out. Doomsayer could be a turnaround here. Something like even a Cho might be a bit interesting. So he's only really facing down 1 damage on board.
Yep.
Might think about a heal bot just to guarantee lethal next turn.
Yeah, I was expecting him to do. He's probably going to do the double axe rock fighters.
Oh no, he's doing value.
Interesting.
Not exactly the strongest 2-drop. Okay, here we go. So.
Oh, here we go. That's going to be handy. That'll make him survive a few more rounds.
Well, what is a mech mage pulling out? We've already seen the both.
I'm going to assume that the only thing he's probably going to get out would be the ice block.
That's usually play it? We might. I'd think duplicate if anything. Although he's played double mirror entity, we may not even see any secrets. It's very rare to see spellbender counterspell, particularly with the amount of spare parts floating around. But in saying that, I mean, there is still 2 damage on the Shaman's board. Potential for 3 more. But
yeah, and the Shaman, he'll probably hex the bigger guy. Unless he goes for the rock biter kill, which he might go for the rock biter kill.
The heads up play is definitely.
There you go. That's it. He'll just. Yeah.
He still doesn't get lethal though. Oh.
Yeah.
The hex play is correct here. I do not understand why you would trade into this. Oh no, that's right. No, there's no secret up. There is no secret up. Sorry, I'm playing as if it's a duplicate. You're definitely not looking to activate that secret anytime soon.
The problem with the mage, he's like 8 cards left, and I don't think he's got any tricks left.
Well, he could Oh no, I would have left that up and gone for the secret. But that says to me he doesn't have a duplicate in this deck. Otherwise he would have gone for it.
Why would he actually put the Mad Scientist in though?
Still
or
not
maybe
lethal.
we will see the secret, and maybe it's just by bad luck we haven't seen it yet.
Well, I don't know. It's just like if I was playing the duplicate, I'd be looking to get Annoyatrons at the very least, or pretty much anything. No, I don't think that was the right play. I think killing the Painted Assassin was correct. He's just gonna lose. He's gonna lose pretty much a free Fire Elemental. Hopefully he'll realize that he needs to attack in at the 0-2 first, and then go with the Patient Assassins in there, and then maybe he's looking to take out the Spider.
I wouldn't have rolled out the Goblin straight off the bat though. Nah, that was a waste.
Well, it does let him get the Spell Power Totem. So.
Good point. I was just saying that he could have actually just killed off the blocker, killed off the Fire Elemental, and just had a little bit more focus on the Blast Mage's damage.
Yeah, that's yeah. I don't know, heat of the moment and all.
That's true.
Well, I mean, talking about he's played. Is he on both Crackles? He's done both Crackles, I think.
Yeah, I think so. He may have just somehow miraculously done this.
No.
Oh,
What?
no!
That's
That was
still not
silly.
game. That's still not game.
Silly.
But that was
Yeah.
very bit of a weird play from DeadlyKittens
He
there.
was taking a bit of a gamble, I reckon. But I would just go straight for the fire elemental.
Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're sitting here stressing, and he knows that the flame strike's coming up. So
Perhaps. 6 cards left though.
oh dear. He can still clear. He can still clear. Maybe even get the secret, but.
But he's got no choice now. He has to kill off that fire elemental with the patient assassin. He's got no choice in the matter.
Yeah, I can't really see him. But now we're in Top Deck Wars, and I would think Mage beats Shaman in Top Deck Wars.
Yeah, generally yes.
Because their hero power is able to kill. Yep.
We're at the bottom end of the cards that they've got left. And yeah, there's no secret, so that was a bit weird to put that card in there.
Well, he may be looking to draw out the mirror enemies a little bit earlier, but that's as I was saying. Like, definitely the way DeadlyKittens was playing kind of telegraphed that he didn't have any secrets. Oh man.
This is a very interesting game we got going here, because they're both now at the point where they're almost top decking with very little. Ah, Dr. Boom.
Oh dear.
That's just done it for him.
Man, I mean, we could see. I've seen stranger things happen with Dr. Boom. There is. We gotta keep in mind that the Shaman is 2 cards ahead of the Mage in terms of fatigue wars. So.
Yeah, good point. But he's just got too many hit points to even worry about losing cards.
Oh dear. I mean, there was
he
a chance, but he did go up. So we do see that is gonna be game 2 go to Cannons, taking out
Yeah, with the Shaman again.
the Druid and the Mage for DeadlyKitten. I may have an issue with the overlay. I'll update that in a sec, guys. I'll just grab wait till the final classes and update that. But yeah, well played to Cannons again. I don't think there might have been a case to just test the boombots. I mean, if the 5 damage dude does win, he can ping the Dr. Boom down, and he's still only taking 1 damage a turn. And at worst, I mean, we knew there was a heal bot, but and it looks like they have gone straight into battle, so we'll just catch the mulligans now. But yeah, interesting stuff coming out from both players here. Maybe even see a 3-0 swipe from Cannons. Of course, it looks like the issue with the overlay for me was just that I had Shaman up there instead of Mage. I'll just update that now. Easy done. Oh, a golden Cult Master. Huh. It's not something you see every day. Alright, cool. Oh, good. Oh yeah, here we go. So it looks like we're going to see DeadlyKitten's playing the Paladin, hoping to have to win the next 3 games to come back from this one. But we'll see how it plays out.
It's kind of like he's left his best deck for last.
Well, I mean, it does look that way. Although Hammer of Wrath, not a common card in Paladin these days. Not a common card at all, I think. Particularly when you're talking about things like Divine Favor is often played in lieu of the Hammer of Wrath. Blessing of... Oh, I hate blessings. You know the one, Blessing of Wisdom. Also generally played instead of Hammer of the Wrath. But, you know, it's a pretty value card. You can think of it as like a mini... I don't know, it's kind of its own little thing, but...
Yeah, sometimes it just works, sometimes, yeah, you're right. It's hard to play.
It's its own little thing. So do you reckon we're going to see, with a card like that in play, are we going to see the Quartermaster combo? I know it's not a certainty in Shaman. It's still a bit of a transition. And particularly against Shaman, is that better or worse than playing double Kodo for double Quartermaster? What do you think?
I haven't actually seen any of the Quartermasters in this deck. I haven't actually seen this plan deck in play yet, so I don't know if he does have the Quartermasters or not.
Wow, that's the thing. I don't know, so...
I've struggled with myself doing the Quartermaster deck. Sometimes it just obliterates, and sometimes it just peters off and you just can't quite get the tokens on the board. So if you know that you're bringing out the tokens, you just keep control of those things, and then the quartermaster doesn't really do all that much, unfortunately.
I imagine right now, I really think Lotheb's the play because I can't see. You definitely prefer to do something like a quality quartermaster.
When he's coming in with, it's hard because he's coming in with 2 locked mana crystals, so he had limited options in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely a solid play. It's pretty good value coming out of the Unbound. Oh, the greed. The greed is real.
Damage. Yeah, yes.
That's that could be punishing here.
Mm.
Oh yeah, lay on hands. So actually, that still doesn't decide it for me. That still does not make a paladin deck.
This person, yeah, Hammer of Wrath. Oh, he's going to Hammer of Wrath on the interesting. Yeah, that's what I would have done on the shield. Oh no, it went that way.
I don't think that's just in terms of removing damage off the board. I think it might be a slightly better play, and it still forces that kind of awkward trade.
Well, see, the reason why I would have gone for the Taunter with the Hammer of Wrath, because it would have killed it, and you would have been able to come through with Lotheb and kill off the totem without suffering any damage to Lotheb. See, now Lotheb's dead because he had the damage on him.
Well, no. That's true. Yeah, actually, yeah, that might have been the preferred play. Oh, yeah, DeadlyKitten's played a little bit differently, but all interesting. So it does look like, just from seeing the Kodo, that this is the older abbreviated brackets version of Paladin. Particularly with the lay on hands, can often play a little bit slower, and the Cold Master. Maybe we are going to see musters. Maybe this is like some wonky donk Kodo Cult Master mustering quarter thing. No, wait, the quarter master Kodo master. Wait, no. Yeah. So they're both masters. The cult quarter Kodo.
You're never gonna name any movies, all right? Just saying right now.
2 brothers together fighting against. I can't remember how it goes. I don't know whether you watch you ever watch Rick and Morty?
No, sorry, I don't.
You're missing out. There's like, they do this big like improv episode, and like there's this thing, and they just make up this like a really convoluted movie title, and it's like 2 brothers fighting against aliens, and then it's just really like long and thing. It's really funny. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. Maybe I would have been looking to silence the healing totem there. Interesting that he does choose to play the Spellbreaker instead of the Owl. So I guess that suits a slower deck, but
it's still a 4/3 on the board though too.
Yeah, I mean, in 4/3s, particularly with the advent of things like Sky Golem and what's another 4 health thing? 4 health things. There's a ton. There's a ton. Let's not get bogged down in knowing the game here. Let's just focus on rambling.
Do it better than me all the time. I'm like, naming off card on my brain, just going, I should know this card.
It's cool. You get them wrong, and if you're in doubt, you go, oh, that's Defender, and they're like, oh yeah, that card's been really affecting the meta. Yeah, definitely. I like the Blood Knight. I feel the Blood Knight in this deck. I really feel like that's going to be doing work. Probably not going to see this deck beating Kodo.
I'm really interested to see what the Paladin's going to do right now, because that's a good choice.
Yeah.
I think he was thinking of bringing out Ford Ring, but when you're against a Shaman who hasn't actually played any hexes yet, you kind of just go, as soon as I bring that out, I know it's going to get hexed.
Oh yeah.
So you just got to put out bait.
The rule of Tyrion is that you never play Tyrion. You never go full Tyrion, ever. Cause
yeah, exactly.
You're just like, I mean, Priest, it's just like, well, I just gave my opponent a Tyrion. I might have liked to see the BGH come out again. Just I mean, we're thinking about like Shaman decks, like, other than Dr. Boom, what are we scared of? It's got 7 health?
Depending on the decks you're playing against, because you got to play a whole tournament, so that could be a very useful deck in some particular areas. But yeah.
Well, I mean, these guys are actually allowed to they're allowed to change their decks. They're just not allowed to change classes, as far as I know.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh yeah, it's tricky stuff. It's tricky stuff.
But even then, you still don't know what they're going to be bringing out half the time. So, Big Game Hunt is one of those maybes, maybe not.
Yeah, I really feel like just getting out early sometimes, particularly when there's not going to be a anything super duper scary. I do agree with this play, however. There might have been a case to Sylvanas like piloted, but you lose to a lot of stuff doing that. And the lay on hands, I mean, it's a similar board. What's the Shaman going to do? The worst he's going to do is maybe Oh, actually, no, this is pretty bad for the paladin.
Yeah,
I say this, but
bringing out no Lothab. No, the Paladin's still got a lot of non-spell cards in his hand, so he's only really getting rid of one.
can you say the paladin's? I thought you were about to say the paladin's got a bit of spunk left in him.
He's got a bit of fight, you know.
He's got a bit of fight, yeah. He's really got a bit of muster. Kodo, Kata, Kita, lay on hands muster or whatever. With onions.
But casting it right now is gonna, he's just gonna bring some stuff out. I think that's what he needs to do.
I would say we do see in Hearthstone people generally bring stuff out. I describe the game as one big, just really dragging stuff out. In a nutshell. Ooh, Tyrion doesn't feel good. Losing the game also doesn't feel good. So maybe we'll see True Silver. I go for the like the gamble. You definitely look at a pilot, maybe pilot, and then acidic, or you could acidic dude. No. Acidic dude. No, you don't have enough. So yeah, it did pilot dude. No, pilot acidic. True Silver. Just see where the juggles go, and then that tells you which minion you're taking out.
Yeah.
Because you pilot initially, and it hits like the Drake or something. You can trade in really nicely. The same amount of damage goes away, and then you play Sylvanas to capture the Drake's attention.
Yeah, so he's got rid of the Drake, which is a good shot.
Might have been a case to do that with the True Silver, but what's that? 9, 13. Not quite.
I am surprised he's playing the Blood Knight in this, and I haven't actually seen a large percentage of the Divine Shields coming out in this particular deck.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're not playing it against Paladin. Maybe like Neutron's particularly. That's just a card we're seeing everywhere. That's got a nice big well, that's not the one we want to see. But yeah, that's a card that's definitely got a lot of Divine Shield in it. It's in pretty much every deck. Maybe even oh, I really want to see Cobalt Guardian get kerfuffled around with. But wow, okay, no, it's pretty good actually. He can clear. He can clear here. He needs to equality, but he can clear. Hopefully he sees that play. Although he might just Aldor. Oh, that's greedy. Oh, the greed is real. Oh dear.
Yeah, bring out the Blood Knight now, where you've got it, because you're not going to get your ability out of the Blood Knight.
Oh, that's greedy. That's although that does make the equality just that much better. Oh man. Oh, yeah. See, but again, we're seeing a similar situation. What happened last game, where you know, the shaman's starting to really slow down. The top decks are going to get real, and particularly for Paladin, like if he's playing a second lay on hands, like that would really lock the shaman out of the game here. Although Guardian of Kings, similar deal.
That's very helpful, because that'll just give him extra bit of health to keep him going. He can kind of almost clear the board here from the shaman. Yeah, he's going to go in for the kill.
Yeah, Guardian of Kings
it's a pretty good blow. Yeah.
And yeah, again, like
get lucky.
It's not luck. It's all skill. And see, this is the thing. This is where we're talking about, you know, reach and things like that. Like Paladin is not known for it, but Shaman, if he'd held onto the totem, Flame Tongue totem before, and am I get that right? I can't. Yeah, Flame Tongue totem plus those Rock Biters. Like we could have seen an Alakir turn killed, but as it is now, what's the Shaman gonna draw into that's gonna knock the Paladin out of this one?
I don't think he's actually got anything more. I think his steam's kind of gone out of it. And yes, I was wondering which order he would go in, if he would go Sylvanas first or not. Because he's going to try and draw out that last hex.
Oh,
you know, by the time you got this many cards left, there's better than average chance you got the hex in your hand.
Yeah, well, again, I think it's the Shaman. That hex is the Tyrion hex. Although the Earth Shock on Tyrion's not unbearable, but it's pretty heads up right now to hex rather than. No, it's to Earth Shock rather than Hex. No, he needs to Hex this and then Earth Shock the Tyrion, because otherwise, yeah, he's gonna be in trouble. Although in that case, we're gonna game 4. So
we do.
I'm biased. I'm not gonna lie. I'm biased.
Excellent.
I am slightly biased.
I can understand that.
So he does go with the right play. Maybe would have looked to trade in earlier. Oh dear.
Ooh, he's going to go for the Earth Shock on the Tyrion, most likely.
Oh, wow. That's
So we'll see a round of Tyrion doing his thing, but he's still a 6/6 on the board. So
yes, and Earthshock, and then what do you do? Just totem, and then
pretty much that's all he can do. Whatever else he's got left in his hand.
So yeah, if DeadlyKitten's playing as the second lay on hands, this is gonna be trouble.
He does have the muster for battle, so maybe he does have the sergeants coming up. But with 7 cards left, I would have expected 1 in his hand by now.
He does have a really good way to clear it with the Alakir plus. I'd imagine we're gonna see Argus. You don't really want to ever leave a 6/5 out.
No.
And then probably maybe see him trade into the dude afterwards. Oh,
Yeah, he's clearing the board.
This guy, the greed is real.
Oh, no!
No!
Wow, that's interesting.
Oh,
That is
shit.
really interesting. That was a gamble and a half.
Oh, jeez. He can.
Oh, that Pyromancer's not going to help him at this present moment of time with the muster battle.
Yeah, he can ignore it. He can just muster. He can. Yeah, he can clear the. No. You don't need to do that. You just clear. Just clear. Oh, does he want to get the?
No.
No,
he does want to do that because he'll just use his 1/1 to clear off the Taunter and stuff.
Yeah, but you need to be holding on to equality. Like if you're top taking against Shaman, you need to be holding on to that that equality Pyromancer, I think.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I don't.
Reporting for duty.
We'll see how this plays out, but I think I'm a bit of conservative, and particularly if you're top decking and you have like a card advantage.
Well, that's the card. At least he can survive a little bit longer as a shaman because he can just put it on the totem and kill off Tyrion.
Well, I mean,
Otherwise, he's got nothing.
If we see the paladin go full hand here, ignore the totems, it can get to the point where the shaman's able to get a little bit of that game.
Not quite.
No, it is damn close. I would attack
It's
in.
1 off.
I would attack in there, maybe. But yeah, it looks like I'm okay because you can see the point where like the shaman can get a bit of reprieve because if you've got a taunt totem out and a 1/1 out, your hero powers pretty much cancel each other out to the point the shaman does get the advantage because they're able to 1/1 then taunt and then attack in and then kill it and then 1/1 and so on and so forth. So
Yeah, that fighting mental wasn't really helpful at all.
no, I'm probably gonna see the environmental attack
Actually,
phase too.
he's killing himself.
Yeah, it's yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the correct play, obviously. But we do see game 3 go to DeadlyKitten with the Paladin. So it looks like we're gonna see a game 4. I'm happy. I'm happy about this.
I'm happy too. But the thing is that part of me is kind of like going because the order that you have your decks you've actually chosen also helps dictate how the games go sometimes. So to me, it looks like the Paladin is his best deck. And playing your best deck right at the end, you got to hope that it just does what it needs to do every time.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's going into the Paladin matchup mirror that can go really anyway, and then it's just Hunter. So as long as you're able to take down the Hunter, I think he's definitely got a chance. Definitely got a chance. And you know, problem is DeadlyKitten is going to show more and more of their Paladin deck as we get through this, but we'll see how it plays out. We're going into the game right now, so we'll try and catch the mulligans here. It looks like he has selected the Hunter up first. Maybe looking to get a quick victory or find a little bit out more about the deck and just close it out with the Paladin. Because we're still not 100% sure about Quartermaster. Just waiting for the Hunter's hand to come in. Okay, cool. Looks like a pretty traditional Cancer Hunter, to coin the phrase.
The old phrases for decks.
Yeah. So, okay, that's why we're seeing the Blood Knight. You just play Scarlet Crusader, so that makes sense. Makes sense. Most likely we are going to see the Mad Scientist, although there could have been a point to coin like Animal Companion, considering you got 2. And yeah, double Leok's pretty strong, or even double Mish is not the worst thing. Most likely here, he's probably hoping this is going to kill. Yeah, pretty spot on. We do get the Lost Tall Strider, and choosing instead to attack face and kill the Mad Scientist. I think. What sort of secrets are you scared of as the Paladin player coming into Hunter?
Coming into a Hunter, depending on how you've set up your deck, but the AoE 2-point damage one is pretty harsh.
Well, that's what he's got at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, the freezing trap is not too bad, especially if you manage to get a few characters on the board, because of the freezing trap, you can just use one of your tokens
Dudes.
just to get rid of it.
They call dudes, sorry. Or
Dudes.
bros, or little guys, or 2 arms, man, depending you ask.
You guys have been doing this way too long.
It's just all I see is 2 arms and all the noises they make. I maybe would have speaking of how you mentioned the explosive trap, I probably would have played attacked in before I chucked down the piloted shredder. Although maybe he's just looking for the quicker 2-drop. Granted, that's a bit of a roundabout way to get a 2-drop out, playing a 4-drop, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bit bizarre. Would you see DeadlyKitten? You know, he does have a pretty good answer to Cannons' what is that thing called? Pilot Shredder, the name I just said, with the Hammer Wrath. I'd be surprised if we see him True Silver. Although it's like I've been saying, there is a case to Spellbreaker here. If you create a slightly better board, I'd imagine
He's going to play it well at the moment because he's only got option 1 card to play at this present moment in time.
I guess he's valuing getting the True Silver out. I mean, that is a pretty good answer to anything a hunter can usually drop on turn 5. Although in this case,
that's a good drop for him. Yeah, it's a 3/2 for what he got out of it. That's a pretty good random mob to get.
Yeah, but in this case, we are going to see the hunter coin out the Savannah Highbane. So
yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this, but we just had a Cobra shot come in hand. How do you feel about Cobra shot?
I did notice that.
How do you...
I've never actually seen all of those played against me. I don't mean in this particular tournament. I mean in general. Rarely see it.
Well, you're about to have an experience here.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm seeing how he plays it out.
It's definitely an interesting card. I mean, it's it's 6 damage for 5, which is it's kind of on curve, I guess, and the fact that it splits the damage in some ways can be pretty valuable. His hunter definitely needed a couple more ways to do a little bit more direct damage, and sometimes it has been seen that you can run out of pep when you go through both the kill commands. So I don't know, I'm undecided about it, but the general consensus is that it's terrible value. So we'll see how it plays out though. Choosing instead, last time we did see him go for the Animal Companion and Hero Power instead of the Savannah.
I was thinking to myself that the hunter here had the chance to sort of possibly kill him the next couple of rounds.
Yeah.
With the direct damage stuff that he's got going, but he's opted to keep going with a bit more of the minions on the board.
Yeah, I maybe looking to silence here. I feel like this owl is kind of a hint that he should be silencing. We'll see how it goes. It's weird that I guess by playing a little bit more of an expensive silence, he values it a little bit less than the other players, and it's kind of showing in how he's been throwing it around. But if there's an opportunity to silence for a tempo play, you can think of that as, in this case, it would be killing 2/2/2s, or previously it would have been killing the 2-drop.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize the Cobra shot. I should read the cards a bit more, shouldn't I?
I'd probably start by reading the cards, yeah.
Yeah.
But
reading cards, whatever.
Yeah,
you're playing something, whatever.
I just go by the colors. I play left to right. It's,
That's it. Yeah. Well, that number fits in what I've got left. Yeah, I'll track that down.
4 plus 2. That's the most difficult part for me, is just adding up the mana. It does get the Pindside Summoner. I've seen that card come out a fair amount of times out of Shredders, and why? I mean, how many? Okay, this is the thing. How many times does a 2-drop need to come out of a Shredder before people are seriously saying to themselves, we should legitimately play that card?
I know.
Where is the line?
It's kind of like, I'm going to put out a card, I know it's going to get killed. It's like a worm. It's a bait card, realistically.
So the Hunter right now has 5, he's got 7. So effectively we'd call DeadlyKitten's on around, 3 health. So I'm probably hoping he's going to lay on hands in the next couple of turns.
Yeah, he's going to lay on hands next, I reckon.
He's gonna let the
What
hands.
He's got to consecrate, but he doesn't have his other one to go with it, unfortunately.
He could.
Unless he top decks it. Oh, he might actually play that one. Reduce the damage of the. Oh no, he's going for the heal.
No, I imagine we're gonna see him clear board and just go for the heal. See, this would normally be pretty devastating to the Hunter, but instead he's been reserved. I'm gonna say that he's been reserved about his plays, so he does have a pretty big hand.
Yeah, and the Hunter Haunted Creep will come out. They both of them probably come out.
Freezing Trap is a possibility as well. And imagine we're going to see the other, the other Honor
the freezing
Trooper.
trap. Yep.
Coin? He maybe just doesn't want to play in a Consecration.
No, he's decided to continue it on. That's interesting.
Oh, that's scary. So if he attacks him with a mini-bot here, and then you consecrate.
That's
You have to consecrate. And then you what? Aldor? No, you maybe use Big Game Hunter for like tempo or something. I think I prefer again Big Game Hunter for tempo, but
yeah, I would go Big Game Hunter too.
I guess they're similar stats. I just think maybe sometimes the Aldor's a little bit more valuable. But yeah, this is if Cannons will get Cluey, although we do see him play the Hunter's Mark, that would have been game there off of the Consecrate. It's kind of up in the air at the moment, and there isn't a good way to answer Tyrion. So if Kitten
he doesn't even have that in his hand. Yeah, halfway through his deck and he hasn't got a frog yet. So
wow, that was that 4,
wow, that's
6,
actually
9. That's
yeah.
So maybe you were looking at. He's got a Tyrion. He surely has a Tyrion. Although he does lose to double skill command, as Type M would say.
Yeah, I'd flood the board at the present moment in time.
Yeah,
He's only got 3 cards in his hand, and you already know one of them's a coin. You flood the board, he's going to struggle to kill all of them. So he's got next round where he's going to have a few mobs on his hand plus.
It's got to be VGH. Why doesn't he VGH? So conservative.
I know, I would too. I would have too. Yeah.
That's game. Yeah, that's game. That's game. Well, that's
technically.
Yeah, that's game.
I know this game. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Correct.
So yeah, we do see game 4 going to Cannons. I guess there really was no way to play around that, other than maybe consecrate clear might have been the play there. But either way, we do see game 4 to go to Cannons, and that does mean that Cannons will be moving in, knocking out DeadlyKitten's decks. Well played to both players. And particularly to Cannons for taking down DeadlyKitten 3-1.